All right. So, good evening to you all. I guess we are about to start. Can we increase the number so that we share it to our friends for them to join us? For us to start as soon as possible. And we are not going to keep long here this evening. Yet, we are going to share vital information which will ensure can impact our journey, and then also we learn more to continue to be getting a profitable trading using the Bangwa Bangwa strategy. So, share the link. Share the link. Share the link. We are starting, so share the link. Let's hit 100 in numbers so that we start. Okay. Yeah. Share the link. All right. So, good evening to you all, crypto ambassadors across the globe. It's another wonderful evening, and we are still embarking on the journey of learning. This morning we met and we discussed a lot about the futures markets. And once again, this evening, we are here again to learn more, to learn more, right? And it's been so amazing because the day has been so good. Today is Wednesday, 2nd July, and yet indeed the Bangwa Bangwa strategy is generating us good profits. Guys, you can't just shut up than to meet again, discuss more, and explore more, learn more, fabricate, and then also get more results. That's the reason why this evening we are back again. Okay, so share the link with your downlines, your team members, let them join us so that we can implement, learn more again, right? But before we start, I guess we are good to go. But yeah, let's try to hit 100 people. What do you think? Let's try to hit 100 in now. So that we can start. But then now, for us to start, give me the clue, okay? So let me know where you are let me know where you are joining from. Let me know where you are joining from. Before you start, let me know where you're joining from. Let me know where you are joining from. Before we start, let me know where you are joining from. So let me know where you are joining from. So you mention your name and then where you are joining from. Before we start, we are about 95 in numbers now. Let me know your name and where you are joining from. So all right, so that's good. We have Kampala. That is Eric. Eric, we met in the morning. We also have Tatos from Ireland. We also have Kalika from Saudi Arabia. We have Gideon from Ghana, and then also we also have Komofola from Nigeria. We have Miles from UAE, and then also Godfrey from Uganda. We also have Everest from Uganda, and then also Shad from Nairobi, that is Kenya. Okay, so we also have Peter from Kenya, and then also Vicky from Uganda, Pretty from Russia. Okay, so Russia, you're welcome. So we also have Kamenya from where? Okay, so we also have Joyce from Tanzania, Irene from Jordan, and then also Byron from Kenya. Okay, so Byron, you are welcome once again. We also have Ziwanu from Norway, that is Ghana to be precise. We also have Abigail from South Africa, and then also Jacinta from Uganda, and then Zilbrian from where? From Uganda. Okay. We also have Kelly from Uganda. So I'm very far late. Okay, so we also have Ali from Soroti, that is Uganda. Okay, so we also have Wise Suleiman from Iran. And then also Ezemba from Dubai, Gideon from Ghana, and then also joining from, okay, that is all right. Kate, you are welcome from Nigeria. Okay, we also have Sunday from Nigeria, and then there's Pius from Ghana. Jojo from where? From here. Where is here? Here is Zoom meeting, okay? Here is Zoom meeting. So we also have Shan from China. Shan from China. Yes, you are welcome, Shan. You are welcome. We also have Sylvester from Kenya. Sylvester from Kenya, and then also Chief and Zakari from where? From United States of Nigeria. Okay, so you are welcome. All right, so we also have John from Qatar. John from Qatar. All right, so guys, you're all welcome. You're all welcome. It's another wonderful evening. And we also have Furu from Nigeria. We also have Ivan from Uganda, Happiness from Zimbabwe, then Azubili from Black China from oh my goodness, Black China. Hey, all right, that's fine. Boniface from Kenya, and then also Josephine from Zambia, then Paul from Kampala, that is United States of Kampala. Okay. Wow, so we also have Ohini from Ghana. Ohini, you are welcome back again. We met in the morning. We also have Pastor Bernard from Lagos. Pastor Bernard from Lagos, and then also Amy from Uganda, Jamilu from Uganda. All right. Okay, so guys, I welcome you all once again to this evening session. And this evening session is going to be so interesting because I believe you had a good day, and we are going to team up together and learn things that will brace us and then also encourage us to be able to win more in the market. New techniques, new strategy that we can, it will help us to be able to produce more profits in the market. Okay, so Tembile, you are welcome from South Africa, right? You are welcome from South Africa. So guys, let's begin the journey. Let's begin the journey now. Now, before you start, it's good you've introduced yourself. Now I know where you are joining from. It's good you've introduced yourself. You're about 115 and we are good to go. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to share my screen for us to start right away. So you see from Nigeria, you are welcome. You see from Nigeria, you are welcome. Okay. So guys, how was your day? I believe you bangwa the market because today's market is so different. The short trend really moves and then also the long trend also works very well. And as a result of that, I expect or I know that you've had a good day today. Now, react in the chat for me to know. Give me one if you've made good profit today. Give me one in the chat if you've made good profit today. Give me one in the chat if you've made good profit today. Give me one in the chat if you've made good profit today. Give me one in the chat if you've made profit today. Give me one in the chat. If you've made profit today, give me one in the chat. Give me one in the chat if you've made profit today. We're about 123. And I want you to go further. Give me one in the chat if you've made profit today. Give me one in the chat if you've made profit today. So iPhone says he's newbie, so he didn't make any profit today. So give me one in the chat if you've made profit today. So far, it's only one person that is saying he's newbie. Okay, so give me one in the chat if you've made profit today. Yes, if you bangwa the market, give me one in the chat. If you bangwa the market, give me one in the chat. If you bangwa the market, so two people, newbies to futures. So you didn't make anything today. Give me one in the market. Sorry, give me one in the chat. Give me one in the chat, okay? Yes, I want to know. I want to know how effective things are working for you. I want to know how effective things are working. So three people, newbies also, futures yet to hit the market. Okay, that is nice. Okay, so give me one in the chat if you've made profit today. Give me one if you banged the market today. Today it banged me. Oh, I see. Today it banged me. So I lost. Okay, two people here. Newbies, two. Okay, so that is three. Okay, close with a loss. I guess my impatience. Yes. Okay, so you have to get the settings in futures right. Okay, so give me one in the chat. React for me to know. React for me to know. Feel free to react. React for me to know how your day went. React for me to know the market banged me. Okay, so react for me to know. React for me to know. Okay. All right, so guys, that is nice. It's good to share your experience, how your day went with trainees, with teachers for us to know indeed we are making progress. And of course, Everything shows that we are making good progress. So this evening, I'm going to touch on few things here. I'm going to touch on few things here before we bring this session to an end. And I believe this session is going to be impactful and it's really going to help your journey to become a good trader. Okay, to become a good trader. Okay, so I lost because I closed the trade. I lost because I closed the trade. Okay, so now you see when it comes to trading, especially on the futures market, this evening we are discussing about maximizing profits in the futures. And I'm going to teach you some few techniques, some few clues that you need to know, and some of the things that you need to know so that you can be able to make profit in the market. When it comes to trading on the futures market, trading is very simple. But if care is not taken, you would always be a tormentor to yourself. You complain about the market. But I've always been saying this that when it comes to trading, the market is neither our friend nor our enemy. When it comes to trading, the market is not our friend nor our enemy. Our responsibility is to take from the market what we want. Take from the market what we want. Now, the market is just like a forest. The market is just like a forest. I'm starting, so follow up. Hmm? The market is just like a forest. And the fact is that when you enter into a forest, you can never and ever take all the things in the forest to your house. One, mind you, your house cannot contain the forest. Your house cannot contain the forest. So you go in the forest to take what you want and go back home. Do you get it? You go in the forest to take what you want or to get what you want, then you return back home. Now, it becomes so dangerous to you that after going into the forest, if you think you want to get everything in the forest before you go home, it's two things. It's two things. Either you may not get home or you'll be used as a prey in the forest by other animals. Do you get it? You'll be used as a prey in the forest by other animals. This simply means anytime you decide to go in that forest, you should make it your core mandate to detect what you want first. Do you get it? You should know what you want first in the market or in the forest, detect it and then go for it. After you get what you want, don't stay, go home. Don't stay, do what? Go home. So the market is compared to such a forest. I'm just using this as a scenario to you to learn something this evening. The market is just like a forest. There are too much money in this market. There are too much money in the market. But the fact is that if you don't know what you want, you can come in the market with all your money and you will never go home with even a penny. Do you get me? You can come in with all your money and you will never go home with a penny because you didn't know what you were looking for. You didn't know what you were looking for. And for such reason, you will realize that you will see your day prospering until the last end of the day, you will regret all the day. So the secret is that decide what you want and go for it. Hmm? The secret in trading is to first decide, plan. And I'm going to tell you something this evening. To be a good trader, to make consistent profit, one, you need a plan. Let me share my screen. To make consistent profit in this market, To make consistent profit in this market, the first thing that you need is a plan. The second thing is strategy. Strategy. Mm. Mm. You need what? A plan and then a working, not just a strategy, but a working strategy. So you need a plan, and then a working strategy. Mm. These are the two things you need. The first thing is a plan, and then the second thing is a working strategy. Now, by God's grace, Crypto Ambassadors, the great team, is having a strategy for you. It's having a strategy, a working strategy, not just a strategy, but a working strategy. This means for you to continue making money, you need to get your plan and then use the working strategy to build your plan. You need your plan. Listen, the team can create a strategy, a working strategy, but the team cannot create a plan for you. The team can create a working strategy, but the team cannot create a working plan for you. Are you following? Huh? Are you following? The team can create a plan for you. Sorry, can create a working strategy, but the team cannot create a plan for you. Huh? This means for you to be successful, for you to continue making profits in this market, you need a working plan. Sorry, you need a plan and then a working strategy. Now, the working strategy would be effective if you have a plan. Listen, the working strategy would be effective if you have what? A plan. Now, if you have a plan, anytime you have a signal, you decide how many signals you would like to trade in a day. Eh? A great man once said something. He said, a man without a goal is like a goat. A man without a goal is like a goat, which simply means you work, you work without any goal, without having a purpose that you want to achieve. So you continue to work and work and work, just like how goats work. They work without any direction because there is no plan. Do you get it? This simply means for trading to work for you here, the strategy is working very effectively. But what about your plan? What about your plan? So if you don't have a plan, you can receive 1,000 signals in a day. If you don't have a plan, you can receive 1,000 signals in a day, and yet you wouldn't achieve your anything. Do you get it? Now, check the signal group and see the number of signal that was dropped today. Huh? Check the signal group and see the number of signal that was dropped today. All those signals, at least about 80% of them has been sold. Just 20% of them are still in the market. Now, the question is, do you have a plan when trading? Now, the plan should stick according to your capital. The plan should work according to your capital. You can't create a plan of $1 million when you have just $10 or $100 or $200. So, before you think of creating a plan, first think of your capital. Hmm? Think of your capital. If you have a capital of $100, decide on your plan and know how you'll be able to utilize that $100 to trade. This will help you to ensure that at the end of the day, listen, if at the end of the day, mind you, the strategy says that it's 1% times 100 trades. Okay, which simply means if you are able to win 100 different trades using the 1% strategy, that is the bango strategy, you are in. You are in. Now we are going to do a calculation here this evening. We're going to do some calculation here. With your that capital that you have, if your target is to win 100 different trades, even if it is 100 days, which is how many months? Let's say 3 months or 4 months, that is going to give you 100 trades. Assuming every day you are trading one signal in a day, check your capital, calculate to see if a day your target is to win just a trade a day. At the end of the year, at the end of the month, you realize that you achieve a tremendous result. Do you get it? You achieve a tremendous what? Result. But most of the time, our main problem is that sometimes you trade and trade and trade and trade because the market is bangering. You are bangering the market, you are bangering the market, you are bangering the market until you realize that the market has bangered you. Then you begin to regret all your decision for that particular day. Hmm? Then you begin to regret all your decision for that particular day. Then that is where the definition of had I known becomes your trade hall. How I wish I couldn't trade today. You see, look, the main purpose of Royalq is to help you compound your money. So if you don't have the idea of compounding, but you want the idea of jackpotting, the market will jackpot you. Hmm? If you have the idea of jackpotting the market will jackpot you. That is the reason why I emulate the market to forests. If you go into the market, just ensure that you know what you want. Now you cannot be like everyone. Listen, I have a lot to share with you this evening. You cannot be like everyone. So be like yourself. Hmm? Be yourself and trade according to your capital. Don't trade because other people are making $1,000 a day, $100 a day, $200 a day. No, that should be you are not trading because of other people. You are trading because of yourself, because you want to solve problems, because you need money to solve your life problems, because you need money to build your dreams. That is the reason why you are trading. You are not trading because someone is making billions of dollars a day, or millions of dollars a day, or thousands of dollars a day, or hundreds of dollars a day. No, that is not the reason why you are trading. You are trading to solve your personal problems. Hmm? So why then do you become so furious, and then also why do you become so frustrated when you see other people's results and you think you are getting $1, $2 and it's not enough for you? Hmm? Don't you think you are making a mistake for thinking that way? Of course, you need to increase your potential. But the fact that you need to increase your potential doesn't mean that you should also bargain for the price of other people. Hmm? So these two things are very, very important in trading: a plan and then a working strategy. Now, by God's grace, crypto ambassadors, you have a great strategy, a working strategy for you. All what you need is a working plan. You need a plan. Look, I cannot create a plan for you because I don't know your problem. I don't know your capital. I don't know what you want. Do you get it? You need plan. a plan, and then a working strategy. These are the two things you need to fuel your energy in the market. These are the two things you need to do to fuel your energy in the market. Look, markets may be so good. Markets may be so good that you can make a lot of money, but that shouldn't be your priority in a day. Markets can be too good for you, but that shouldn't be your priority of trading all the day. Trade according to your plan. Hmm? Trade according to your plan. You see, just sit down and then as we keep having this meeting, you realize that there are some of the days you made some mistake because you over traded. One asset was very good for you until you intend that you should push in more money. You should trade more assets. And unfortunately, one asset corrupts everything for you. You see, look, trading can be so good for you when you have a plan. Don't just trade because other people are trading. Don't trade because signals is being sold consistently. No, that is not the goal. That shouldn't be your goal. That I want to trade every signal. I want to win all the trade. Set a plan, a goal for yourself, and work according to your goal. Okay? And work according to your goal. Now, if you don't have any plan, to be honest, this futures trading is going to be so fantastic. We are going to bangwa the market, but you bangwa the market, and the market will bangwa you back. You bangwa the market, and the market will bangwa you back because you don't have a plan. Do you get it? Because you don't have a plan. So the more you bangwa the market, the more the market also bangwas you back because you don't have a plan. There is no direction in your trade. And look, we are heading towards the green months. We are heading towards the green months, and it will surely happen. If you don't have a plan, you will suffer because always you make profits and you'll be confused of what you even have. You know, when you don't have a plan, one thing about trading without a plan is if you don't have a plan, you don't get tired of trading. If you don't have a plan, you don't get tired of trading. You trade and trade until you see that all your money gets into floating or gets liquidated. If you don't have a plan, that is the ideal game. You trade and trade and trade until you realize that now you've messed up. All your money is getting to liquidated or liquidation. That is when you realize that you've messed up. Should that be the case? Hmm? So, whilst we are trading, we are making good profits. Things are moving smoothly. We have more months, more years ahead of us. Look, Crypto Ambassadors has got a long goal to achieve with you. We are working together to achieve this long-term goal, not just a short-term goal. Our purpose is not just to make short-term profits, but continue making consistent profits over time. Hmm? That is the goal. So if you are trading, whenever you are trading, make sure understand that you are here to work with time. Time is not going against you. Time is not going against you. Take your time and work things out, and you get a result. Sometimes you are not getting the result because you think time is going against you and you want to rush to make decisions. You want to make all the profits that maybe all the floating lot that you thought maybe you've lost in some months ago. You want to use this opportunity to bangwa all the profits back. Hmm? But then when you decide that, when you begin to have such decisions, you are making a mistake. Once you begin to have such mentality in your mind, you are going to make a very big mistake. So Now, you need to sit up and then have a plan about your trade because over here, everything is working. Isn't it amazing? Look, isn't it amazing that we are trading in two directions of the market? Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. Before we proceed, let me tell you this. This is so amazing that we are trading in two directions of the market. Bear markets, we are trading. Bull markets, we are trading. Now, one of the difficult season, listen, one of the difficult season is bear season or bear market. One of the difficult season is bear market. Why? Because most of the asset begins to dump very high, which makes it difficult for you to generate consistent profit on the spot market. Now, this simply means if you understand the concept of trading on the futures market during the bear season, there will be no stress in the market for you because you have the strategy already. So it is going to work according to your plan. So you know the bull will surely end by latest by first quarter of 2026. The bull will end. The bears will continue the cycle. We don't have anything to complain about. We will still continue using our strategy to make profits. Whilst other people complain, we will be using our strategy to be making profits. This is called vision. This is called what? Vision. Because our leaders are visionaries. But it can only be possible when you also have a long-term plan. Hmm? It can only be possible when you have a long-term plan. Now, how do you work things out here? So let's go into Royalq. How can you maximize your profit? Let's go into Royalq. If you are following, give me one in the chat. If you are following, give me one in the chat. If you are following, give me one in the chat. If you are following, give me one in the chat. If you are following and it's taken, give me one in the chat. If you are following and it's taken, give me one in the chat. If you are following and the bangwa is bangering, give me one in the chat. Give me one in the chat if it's bangering. Haha. Very good. Very good. Very good. Now, how do we maximize profits here in the futures market? How do we maximize profits here in the futures market? How do we maximize profits here in the futures market? Let's proceed. Now, when it comes to maximizing profits in the futures market, over here, this one we've taken time to explain a lot of things, how things work here. Now, you don't need too much money. It's good if you have too much money to trade, it will help you to make more profits. Notwithstanding, if you don't have excess money, don't stress your brain, don't stress your body, don't stress yourself. Hey, I said what? Don't stress yourself. Stress the bangwa strategy. Now, how do you do that? You have your plan. You have your plan. Listen, decide a day if it is two trade that you are going to trade. Two trade in a day. If it is two trade that you are going to have in a day, this is a simple strategy, or this is a simple way that you can go by that. If it is two trade, assuming your capital is $50, your capital is $50, you are using $50 to trade. If you want, you can decide to trade on two assets. You can decide to trade on two assets. Now, each trade is giving you your let's start. You can decide to trade on two assets with your $50. Listen, you can decide to trade with $50 now on with two trades, okay? Using this. Come here, divide your money into two. You have $25 each. $25 each. Now, I'm going to explain this based on different forms of traders. Based on different forms of what? Traders. I'm going to explain this based on different forms of traders in the markets or different types of traders in the markets. One, we know that we have what we call steady traders. We also have conservative, and then also we also have radical traders. Now, when you talk of someone to be a radical trader is a very serious aggressive trader, a high risk taker, a high risk taker, mm, a high risk taker. We also have conservative trader. Now, a conservative trader is in between. And then we have steady. Okay, steady is someone who is afraid of taking risk, yet he want to take risk, so he reduces. He goes very low at risk taking. Now, come here with this capital. Assuming you have $50, you can decide to use this strategy or this, divide this money into two, so $25 each. Now, one may decide to use this $25 in full, go into the market with all the $25 without looking back. One may decide to go in this market with all the $25 without looking back. That simply means you are compared to be a radical trader. You are looking forward. You are not looking back in the market. You are looking forward. You are not looking back in the market. Right? Now, with this, I'm going to teach you something. If you go in this market, assuming you have a leverage of 10x, which simply means this $25, you are trading with a capital of $250, true or false. With this $10, you are trading with a capital of $250, true or false. Your capital is $25, your leverage is 10x. It simply means you are trading with a capital of $250, true or false. True or false. True or false. True or false. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Now, with this $250, if your take profit is 1%, if your take profit is 1%, it simply means with these $250, you are making a profit of 1% of 250 will be how much? 1% of 250 will be how much? Give me the answer in the chat. 1% of $50 will be how much? Very good. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5, right? 2.5. Now, if this simply means that if you go into the market with this amount of money, if you win this trade, you are making $2.5 with the $25 capital. So it simply means in a day, if you are able to trade or win two trades in a day, you are making $5 profit. True or false? It simply means when you win two trades in the market, you are making $5 profit in a day. True or false? Check it and tell me. True or false? Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Now, some days may be good. You can win at least two, three trades in a day. It's fine. But let it be your target. At least your focus is to just to win two trades, then you go out of the market. Just win two trades and then do what? Go out of the market. Right? Now, with these two trades that you've won, it simply means you've increased your capital $25 from $25 to $30, right? From $25 plus 5, making $30. From $25 to $30, right? Now let's proceed. You still have $25 reserved. That is untouchable money. Listen, I'm speaking on behalf of two people here. So you have $50. You are using $25 to trade. $25 is reserved. It's still there. You have $25 using to trade in the market. A day you are focusing on making $5 with your $25. So if a day you are making $5 using your $25, it simply means by a week, calculate what you are going to get in a week for me. Calculate in a week, within 6 days. Don't do it 7 days, do it 6 days. Within 6 days, how much are you going to get? Within 6 days, how much are you going to get? Let me get the calculation. If a day you are earning $5, within 7 days, 6 days, how much are you going to get? How much are you going to get? Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. So now you are earning $30 in a week. I want you to learn something this evening. You are earning $30 in a week. Listen, this money is not being compound. This money is not being compound. You are just earning $30 in a day. Sorry, in a week. This money is not being compound. I'm going to teach you something in addition. I'm going to teach you something in addition. Let's proceed. Now, listen. You have $30. So from Monday to Saturday, 25 plus 30. That is giving you how much? 55. Remember, you still have $25 here. That is untouchable money. It's still there. So you have $25, you have $55. Now the following week, we are starting a new week. This is just 1 month contract. Follow this. You have your first week, you have a total capital of $55. 55 what? Dollars. Now, the second week, you choose to go in the market with $35. You have a remaining amount of what? Of $15, if I'm right. How much will you have? Is it $20? Right? Very good. Now, the following week, you are going in the market with what? With $35 as your capital. So 35 times 10, 10x. That is going to give you 350. 350, true or false? 35 times 10 is going to give you 350, true or false? Very good. 35 times 10 is going to give you 350. Very good. This simply means the following week that you are entering, you are going in the market. If you win two trades, listen. Now, 350, 1% of 350. Calculate 1% of 350 and give me the answer. Calculate 1% of 350. Calculate 1% of 350 and give me the answer. 3.5. Okay, 3.5. Very good. Now we are focusing on two win. Our focus is to make two win in the market, which simply means in a day over here. Now, if one single signal is giving you 3.5, it simply means every day you are making $7, right? So continue adding up. Continue adding up. This is going to be a simple strategy for you. Every day you are earning $7. So 7 plus your 35. So if every day you are earning $7, you add it up to your remaining capital. So you have 35 there plus 7 plus your remaining capital, which was $20. The first week you earn $30. So the second week that you are starting, you added $10 in addition to your $25, making it 35. Now you have the $20 remaining already. Every day you are earning $7 in addition. Now do this. In a month, how much is going to be your earning? In a month, how much is going to be your earning? Do you get it? I don't know if you get what I'm saying. I just want to make this lesson very simple for you. You have to keep compounding your money. This simply means that if every day you keep getting the opportunity to compound your money, you get reserve amount of money to trade, you grow your income without blowing your account. Listen, there may be days things may not go well for you. You still have reserved amount of money there. Do you get it? You still have reserved amount of money. Now, let's take our compound calculator. Let's take our compound calculator. So if every day we are using $25, okay, and then every day we are making 2% on that $25 for 100 days. Let's look at it. So let's go. Okay. Let's see. Now you are using $25. We started with $25. Okay. You use the compound calculator. You are using $25 to trade, and your take profit is just 2%. 2%. The reason it's 2% is it simply means every day you are winning two trade. That is 1% each. You are banging the market with 2%, 1% each. And you know that sometimes there are some trade that can even give you more than the 1%, but we are only focusing on 1%. So 2% trade, okay, that is two win at a go. Now we have duration and then also year. So let's come here. How many years? So let's assume 1 year and then the duration. So every day, if per day you are making 2%, should I make it 1 year? No. Let me check the number of years. So 100 days, okay, 100 days. So 25% interest rate per day over next 100 days. Hmm? Over the next 100 days. So let's look at the profits. Did I do the right calculation? No, I don't think. So let's look at the compound. 181. No, it's supposed to be more than this. I guess I don't know if Leader Julius is here and he's going to help me out. You see, what I'm trying to mean here is simple. What I'm trying to mean here is very simple. At the end of the day, you are trading, you are compounding your money. And the more you keep doing that, the more you realize that you'll be achieving or hitting your targets without any stress. Listen, when you do this, when you do this, even if it happens that liquidation happens to your trade, listen, when liquidation happens to your trade, okay, this is what is going to happen. You always trade, you keep compounding your money, you keep growing your money, you reserve part of your money, then you use part of the money to trade again to make profits. You add part of the profit to your capital, you reserve part of the profits. Do you understand? If you understand this, give me one in the chat. If you understand this, give me one in the chat. If you understand this, give me one in the chat. If you understand this, give me one in the chat. If you understand this, give me one in the chat. Very. You see, so the Bango Bango strategy is very simple. The Bango Bango strategy is very simple. Do you need someone to, no. This is a simple strategy that Crypto Ambassadors has produced for you. Get a plan and work according to the plan. So this is just for someone who wants to win two trades in a day. And I know about 90% of the people here trade more than two trades in a have more than two trades in a day. Do you understand? You see, so whenever you are doing this, you are growing your income. Now, this is just for someone who is using $25. Have you thought of someone using $50, someone using $100? Eh? This is just a simple clue. This is a simple clue. This is a simple clue. Type clue in the chat. You just need a clue to trade. You need the clue. Type clue in the chat. Clue. Someone should say clue. You just need the clue to trade. Hmm? Type clue. You just need the clue to trade. Hmm? You just need the what? The clue to trade. So type clue. You need what? You need clue to trade. You just need a simple clue to trade. Royalq just simplifies everything for you. Huh? Royalq just simplifies everything for you without any stress. Now, there are other people too that find it so challenging. There are other people too that find it so challenging, and I think we've solved this issue already. There are people that find it so challenging, especially when it comes to capitalizing their income. Now, when it comes to capitalizing your income, especially there are some people who, when they have $10, they don't know either this $10 is going to be their first buying amount in Royalq, or that is their margin amount. Now, if this strategy will work for you, listen, if this strategy will work for you, you need to understand this basic concepts in Royalq. If this strategy will work for you, if this process of compounding your money will really work, you need to just understand the simple concept of capitalizing your income using your first buy amount and then also your margin. Now, listen, if you have $10, if you have $10 that you are using to trade, this $10 is your margin amount, and then the leverage of the $10 is your first buy in amount, that is your position amount. So if you then give wrong calculation to this, you will never get accurate profits. If you then give wrong calculation to this, you will never get accurate what? Accurate profit. Do you get it? Which simply means if the profit will work out, you just need to ensure that you've done this calculation very right. So I've seen that a lot of people also have challenge with this, how to calculate for that first buying amount. Either they don't know, maybe you don't know, either this $10, that is your margin amount, should be a double or a multiple of your first buying amount. Which simply means if you are using $10 as your first buying amount, in Royalq, it should be 10 times what? Times 10, which is 100. So once you fail to do this, you use $10 to trade, and you will see that in your exchange you are just using $1, not $10. So your actual margin is your first buy amount. It's a reflection of your first buy what amount. So you need to get this concept very simple and clear. Now, how do you work on that to make more profit? So I just don't want to talk about the other part because signals is given 24/7 on the platform, and you need to decide. That's the reason I'm talking about the planning. I was about to teach you how to use the AI to source out good information too. But then signals is given to you. You have good signals. What again do you need to worry about? You need to worry about your plan. Hmm? You need to worry about your what? Your plan. Now, the next thing is that you can also focus on using the MACD indicator. And this is to another person who don't want to use the signals. Okay, this is to another person who don't want to use the signals on the platform. You can also choose to use the MACD to trade. Now, over here, our focus is to short more since the markets have not given its real direction. Our focus is to short more. When more, however, when there is an opportunity for you to long the market, do not hesitate. Look, the strategy is that we don't trade against the market. Listen, or the trend. We don't trade against the trend. Hmm? We go according to the trend of the market. So when the market fall, we short. When the market rise, we long. So if you also want to maximize profits, do not be disobedient son. Hmm? If you want to maximize profit, do not be disobedient. Learn to trade according to the trend of the market. So, opportunity. If there is an opportunity for you to long the market, you long it. If there is an opportunity for you to short the market, you do what? You short the market, you go your way. There is nothing to complicate. Do you get it? Now, back to what I was discussing. Back to what I was discussing. If this will work for you, if this strategy of compounding will work very effectively, then advise you go for this. Advise you go for this. Where is it? The the marker. Okay. So if this strategy will work for you effectively, then advise is it this thing is not okay. Then advise you use this isolated. Why use isolated? Because over here you are focusing on trading with part of your capital and not all your capital. You are also focusing on the fact that when liquidation happens, just the money you've exposed to the market will be the one to liquidate. Hmm? Just the money you've exposed to the market will be the one to liquidate, so that your compounded income will also be part of your capital to continue trading even if liquidation happens to you. Do you understand? If you understand this, give me one in the chat. If you understand, give me one in the chat. If you understand, give me one in the chat. If you understand, give me one in the chat. Now, what you are saying is simple. If you understand this, give me one in the chat before I go over again. Before I go over again. Before I go over. Now, come here. What we are saying is simple. Okay, let me use the marker again. This we are not going to keep long, so don't worry. Now, we're talking about maximizing profit. Okay, maximizing what? Profit. That is growing your profits, growing your income using the futures market. We've talked a lot. Having a plan and working with your plan according to the crypto ambassador strategy, which is the Bangwa Bangwa strategy. So what we are saying is that if you have this, assuming you have $50 that you are using to trade, this $50, just use $25, reserve the $25, reserve the $25. Now, if you have this here, it's very simple. You are thinking of how you can compound the money. You have a plan. You have what? A plan. A day, you are going to decide on either trading on one trade or two trade. Your focus is to win at least two trade, one trade or two trade in a day. So let's assume you are going to win two different trades in a day, which simply means if you get this $25, you set up one trade. You go for this $25 is going to give you how much? Your leverage is 10x. If you have a leverage of 10x, it simply means 10 times 25, which is 250, right? 10 times 25 is 250. Now, listen, if you have 250 here, your take profit is 1%. That is the Bangwa Bangwa strategy. Your take profit is what? It's 1%, which simply means you are making 2.5% on this trade. Do you get it? Which simply means you are making 2.5% profit on this trade. So what we are saying is that if in a day you can trade or you can have two trades in the market or you can win two trades, Hmm? If you can win two trade, that is 2%. So 2% is going to give you $5. This is what we said. 2% is going to give you $5, right? So this simply means that for 6 days, this simply means that for 6 days, you are going to make about $30 based on the calculation you gave to me. If it is right, then that is fine, we move. Which simply means for 30 days, you are making what? You are making, sorry, for 6 days, you are making $30. Now, you started with $25. Within 6 days, 25 plus 30, that is giving you what? 55. If I'm right, 55. For the first week, you started this journey, $55. For the first week you started this journey with the $25 capital, $55, you've gained $55. Now, what I was saying is that instead of going into the market with all this money, just reserve that $25, let it be. So use isolated margin, which simply means you are only exposing this $25. You are not looking back. You are only looking forward for profit, right? This is for risk takers. Managing your risk to maximize profits. Managing your risk to maximize what? Profit. So you are using isolated margin. So with this strategy, the second week that you go into the market, you have $55. So instead of going into the market with this $55, you are no longer going to use the $55, but what you are going to do is you are going to use $35 for the second week. So what I was saying is that for the second week, you are going to use $35. Now, it simply means you have $20 as profits waiting for you, which simply means if a day, your first week you had $5, so if a day you are going to win two different trades again, it simply means if a day you are going to win two trades in a day, it simply means a day you are going to do what? Going to make $7. Now, every day that you make profit, divide this profit into two. This $7, divide it into two, add $3 in addition to this $35, then add $4 as your reserve capital to in addition to the $20 that you have. So it is going to give you $24. Whilst you have 24 plus 3, that is going, sorry, 35 plus 3, that is going to give you 38. I don't know if you get this. Do you get it? If you understand what I'm saying, give me one in the chat. If you understand this, give me one in the chat. If you understand this, give me one in the chat. If you understand this, give me one in the chat. Okay. Okay. My brother, how do I set bangwa bangwa repeat? How do I set bangwa bangwa repeat? Take your time. You see, some of you join late. Yes, without margin call because you are using isolated. Some of you will join late. Yet you forced to make it seem as if you are the first person to join. Hmm? If you want to learn everything in this Zoom meeting, make it your priority to join as soon as the link is being sent to you. Don't wait. Now, we'll go to the settings. Don't worry. I have to explain this to you. You need the understanding first. Listen, you need the understanding first. If you don't understand, you can't even understand the settings. If you don't understand whatever we are saying, you can't understand anything. Hmm? So, what we are saying is simple. We are talking about you growing your income, maximizing profits by compounding your money. As minimum capital of what? $25. Even though your capital was $50. Hmm? Even though your capital was what? $50. said just use $25 to test the market to grow your income. Yes, it is in Royalq that we are talking about. What again? We're talking about Royalq. And I'm going to show you more example. I have one account that I've used to reserve this strategy or this experience, and I'm going to show it to you. Hmm? Now, this $25, listen, this $25 is here. So every day you are going to think of how you are going to compound this money. What we are saying is that the first week, think of just winning two different trades. Just two, only two, which is we know that 1% trade each. So over here, what I'm saying is you are using the isolated margin without margin calls, which makes you either you go for a steady or radical, right? Now, I'm explaining this to you very well, and you need to understand this. Listen, understand this. Once you are doing this, you are compounding the money. You know liquidation can happen. How do you protect yourself to continue existing in the market? That is the reason why I said you have $50. You didn't use all the $50 in the market. Just $25 is what you are growing. You are just growing $25. Listen, you are just growing $25, my brother. $25. Now, with this $25, we said you are focusing on just winning two trades in the market. So a day, every day, just 2%. You just need 2% every day. Which simply means even if one trade can give you the 2%, you are done for the day. This is to ensure that you are not going to be too greedy. This means if one just a trade can give you 2%, you are good to go. You are done for the day. You are no longer going to chase any other signal again. Notwithstanding, if it's 1% per signal, you are trading just two signals a day. That is all. With these two signals, what you are saying is that, listen, we all know that 25 with a leverage of 10x is going to give you 250. 25 with a leverage of 10x is going to give you how much? 250. True or false? 25 with a leverage of 10x is going to give you 250. True or false? Very good. Very good. Now, what we are saying is simple. What we are saying is simple. And I'm going to show you more proof to that. Now, you have your 250, which simply means every single trade that you trade with 1%, you are making 2.5 what percent. You are making 2.5%. Now listen. So if 250 is your position amount, it simply means you are making 2.5%. With this, sorry, $2.5, which simply means if you win two trades in a day, you are making $5 a day. If you win two trades in a day, you are making $5 a day. So if in a week you trade just 6 days in a week, you are making $30. This is the first thing that we are saying. Simply means your first week you are making what? $30, right? You are making $30. Now the next thing is that second week come in. This is 2nd July. So first week you've been able to make good use of your capital, you've won this market. Second week, let's go. Now it is $30 plus your $25 capital, which is $55. 55 what? Dollars now. You now have $55 in the market. Now, don't go in the market with all these $55. Just go in with $35 and then reserve the $20. Use isolated margin so that even if when liquidation happens to this $35, this $20 will be in the market for you to continue growing your trading in the market. Hmm? So you have your $20 here, you have your $30, $35 here. Now, every week you keep adding up from the profit that you get, which simply means if you have $35 capital you are using to trade, if you are using $35 capital for the second week, it simply means every day you are going to make $7.
Every day you are going to make $7 for two trade that you if you win two trades, you are making $7, right? It simply means you are winning what? $7 on every trade. Two trade is going to give you $7. If that is the case, what I'm saying is that if you make this $7, just divide it into two, or just add $3 to this $35, and then add the $4 to your remaining capital, which is $20. So 20 plus 4 making $24. You now have $38. Every trade you make for the second week, any profit you make, divide it into two, add part of the profit to your capital, add part of it to your reserved amount. You realize that you'll be growing your income day in and day out. If you understand this, give me one in the chat. If you understand this, give me one in the chat. Look, this Simon person, how can a robot stay? My brother, don't come here with your confusion. Eh? Don't come here with your confusion. Just stay calm and follow the lesson. You can't be making noise in the chat. Hmm? You came here to learn. Hmm. Stop disturbing. Hmm? Take your time. Your question will be answered. What do you want? Hmm? You keep typing in the chat. You keep typing in the chat. Instead of you to follow, you see, when this happen, you will never listen to any of this information we are sharing. The next day, you will come here and you'll be asking another questions again. Hmm? If you want to grow, if you want to grow, have listening ears. Have listening ears. Follow the lesson. If you have any question, after the lesson, you ask your question. Hmm? Now, let's go into the exchange or Royalq. Let's go there. So, you have your Royalq account. Now, how do you set up the trade? I'm not going to entirely teach about trade settings this evening, so pay attention to that. I'm not entirely teaching about trade settings this evening, so pay attention to that. Now, how do you set up the trade? So, let's go to Royalq. Can you see my screen? It's network or what? Oh, but my screen is being shared. My screen is being shared. Let me reshare it again and see. Okay. Okay, can you see me? Can you see it now? Can you see now? Can you see my screen now? Is my screen visible? Okay. Okay. Very good. Very good. Oh, someone is saying no. Is my screen visible? Very good. All right. All right. Now, oh, some are still saying no, my screen is not visible. Is my screen visible? Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? Oh, what's happening? Okay. 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 All right. Very good. Very good. Let's proceed. My brother, who is saying so, not invisible? Eh? If it's not invisible, check your network. If it's not invisible, if it's not visible, check your network. Hmm? Okay, let's proceed. Now, come go to Royal. Let's go to Royal Q. So on Royal Q, click on futures. For the sake of those asking, how do you set up the trade? How do you set up the trade? So just click on futures. So any of this trade, assuming signal has been given to you, you click on it, you click on understand, click on create. um click on create. After clicking on create, consider which part of which direction are you going? Which direction are you going? Are you going on long or you are going on short? Are you going on long or you are what's happening? Good. Are you going on long or you are going on short? So these are the two directions of the market, either long or short, right? Now afterwards just click on trade setting. After clicking on trade settings, you can choose to use the smart create or the manually create. Now let's click on manually create. Over here you have your first buy amount. Over here you have your first buy amount, which is $5. Okay. So you are going to use $25. You are going to use $25. So this is an example that we are setting. So if you are using $25, which is 5 times 4, sorry, 5 times 5 will give you what? 25. Hmm? 5 times 5 will give you 25, which is this $5, which is your initial amount, multiplied by the amount of money that you want to buy. So 5 times 5 will give you 25. Multiply this 25 by this 4229, and let's see the amount you are going to get. So 424229 times 25. That is going to give us 105,725. So let's go and check it out to see if you get $25. 105,725. Oh, okay. So I guess that is very good. It seems it's supposed to be more than that. It's supposed to be more than that. So let me see. I think it's supposed to be rather 35. So let's see. 35. 148,015. 148,015. That is going to give you 175. Now, 175 is equivalent to, if you divide this by 10, okay, you are going to get 17 point something, 17.5. So we need to increase the number so that we can get our value, which is the margin call or the first buy amount, which is $25. Because we are going to use $25, which simply means over here we are expecting, over here, where is it? It simply means over here we are expecting 250 USDT. 250 US what? Here. So if we're expecting 250 USDT here, we need to ensure that we multiply to get the 250 as our value here. 250. Now, when we divide 250 by 10, we are going to get 25. So this 25 is going to be our first buying amount, right? This $25 is going to be our first buying amount. So it's simple. Now, I have this old account. I have about 3 accounts in Royalq or 4 accounts in Royalq. This old account, I intend to use it to set up this $25 journey. So as you can see, this is $25. Okay. So this is 25. This account started with $25. Since from 26, I started last week from 26th June. Okay. This account started from 26th June. So from 26th June, you can see this is the date. Look at the date. Is it 25th? We started on 25th June. I started trading on futures using this account on 25th June. As you can see, look at this date. This was a trade on the spot. Okay. Now, On 25th June, we started with $25. On 25th June, we started with $25. This is the result that you can see. This is just $25. Okay. $25 that you can see. So as you can see, this is $25. Today is second. Okay. Tomorrow is what? Tomorrow is fourth. Now, at most, the highest result you will see, this is three different trades. This is three different trades. This is two different trades. Do you get it? With a capital of $25. It hasn't been increased. It just follow the rule of compounding, just like I'm explaining to you. I intend to set up this account because so that everyone can understand what we mean by compounding your money. So if you doubt, this is the rule. This is a $25 account. I'm not going to increase this money. I'm not going to increase the capital. This is $25 account. $25. Where is it? Hmm? This is $25 account that we are using to trade. You will not increase the amount. It is as it is, and we are not increasing the amount. So this is what you can see. Is it good or bad? Is it good? Is it good? Is it good? Who is this human person? Now, this is just $25. So this account is mainly for this $25 strategy. Just right from 25th of what of June, which is last week. Is it good or bad? Hmm? You see, so the thing is that you don't just need something too stressful, something too long. Now, calculate, okay? Calculate from 25th of June, from 25th of June. So today, which is 2nd July, calculate the profit. So this simply means if liquidation should happen, I will still get money to continue the trade, to continue the strategy. I still have my $25. Do you get it? If liquidation should happen, you still have the $25 to do or to trade. So add all, let's see the profit using the $25. Listen, I can go beyond this profit. I can go beyond this profit because even with $10, I can make $50 a day with $10. Then I want to use this strategy or I want to use this opportunity to ensure that everyone can do something good with this futures market using the Bangwa Bangwa strategy, right? I want to ensure to set that example for you that everyone, no matter your capital, you can still trade using the Bangwa Bangwa strategy to make profit. Are we good to go? Are we good to go? Are we good to go? At most, three trades in a day. I don't go beyond three. Okay. At most, I take three different trades a day. At most. So those one that you see 17 simply means I took three different trades. Do you get it? This is something simple. Now, if I come here to bring $1,000 account, you panic, you tell me this is too difficult. If I bring $5,000 account, sorry, if I bring $5,000 account, you come here, you tell me this is too difficult. You don't have that money. Yet I have to ensure that I bring this $25 so that you can see that you always have $25 and you can do that. Is it difficult? Is it because is it difficult? Tell me, is it difficult? Very good. Very good. Now, it's simple. It's simple. Okay. So I guess we can all do it. Trading is very simple, and using Royalq, it will even make it even less stressful. And there is no stress here. You just need to understand the strategy and then do it. That is it. So discipline required. That is all. That is the rule. That is the reason why I started telling you that you need to get a plan and work according to the crypto ambassador strategy. Hmm? That is very simple. Just be disciplined and stick to your plan. This is not anything too difficult. And I believe we can all do it. Guys, let me give you the opportunity to ask your questions before we bring this session to an end. Let me give you the opportunity to ask your question before we bring the session to an end. So this evening, it's more of handling your psychology, getting a plan and working according to your plan. Stick to the plan and then work according to the strategy. Since we have crypto ambassadors, you have a working strategy. Let's stick to it and then also continue trading without fear, right? All right. So my question is, hope the compounding is done on a weekly basis, or it is done daily, or it is done daily. All right. So now, as you make the profit, the first week you can decide to use the capital, that is the $25 to trade. The second week you add part of the profit to the capital. Do you get it? To compound. So if you want to compound, you can't use only the capital. You need to be using part of the capital, part of the profits in addition to the capital to continue trading. Please, do you get it? So daily you add up new capital. You don't add capital from your other trades. So listen, you are not adding capital, but from the profit you've made. Hmm? From the profit you've done what you've made. Okay, so that each trade drops daily. Yes, it drops, but yet I ensure that at the end of the day I hit my target. So I just the same signals you share, you receive on the platform. Hmm? So we don't have magic platform, magic signals. The magic is the same signals you get on the platform. Just three, two or three, at most is three of those signals is what I work with. Hmm? So over here, we are not going to go with any drops. As you keep compounding, you are not going to go with any drops. No, you are still going to use your same Royalq account. You are not creating different accounts from Royalq. So please, um, can you slowly step by step show us how the first buying amount is calculated? It is still confusing. All right. So please, if you want to know how to calculate first buying amount, I urge you to be joining the Monday session. This session is a different session. It's not purely a trade settings meeting. All right. Now, talk about take profits callback and buy in callback settings. So if you want to get about trade settings, please, anything about trade settings, join the Monday class. Monday morning, 9 o'clock East African time, 7 o'clock Greenwich Meridian time, and then also 8 o'clock Nigerian time. That's the help. So I'm not going back, please. Some trades take about 3 days to sell. How about that too? Some trades take 3 days to sell. How about that too? Yes, if you set up a trade and it takes 3 days, you choose to leave it. Okay, so please continue with the settings and teach how to calculate the margin call with $25. So I keep repeating myself that there is no margin calls for this. You are using isolated. There is no margin calls for this. Hmm? You are going straight ahead using isolated, and there is no margin calls for this. So you are either going by being a radical or a conservative. So I used to join morning session, but I couldn't find it. Why? Yes, every Monday. So join the Monday sessions. If you join the Monday sessions, you know and understand what I'm talking about. So how to set futures trading, please. So Simon, if you want to know how to set futures trading, please go to YouTube. The videos are there. Go and watch it, please. Go to YouTube and watch the videos. Okay. If you want to know how to set futures trading, go to YouTube and watch the videos. We have all the videos there. We've done all sessions on that. So go to YouTube and watch that. So it's all depend on you. Which one is better? So it's all depend on you. So you focus on being a conservative, it's good. Radical is for aggressive people. If you are not the type, if you are not too risk taker, you cannot go on radical. Hmm? Okay. Um so meaning we'll open my margin call with the 250 first buying amount. That is all what we do. You are just going with the 250 position amount. That is all. Yeah. So did you start with $25 only or any reserve aside your futures account? So what I keep saying is that this is just a capital that I use to trade on this particular account alone. I have four accounts. All right, that's just by the way. I purposely set up this particular account or this particular trade just to ensure my team members and everyone would get to understand how easy it is for you to also trade with less capital. Yes, of course, possible. How easy it is for you to trade with less capital. Do you get it? So, can you please elaborate more on adding capital during liquidation? Can you elaborate more on adding capital during liquidation? Now, when liquidation is happening, I think most of these questions I'll handle it if God permits Friday. Most of these questions will form part of our Friday sessions, and I always want you to see to understand. So Friday, if God permits, Friday evening, same time, we will still meet again. But then when it comes to adding capital to your when liquidation is happening, it's two things. Either you have money in your futures account. If you don't have money in your futures account, just go to your sports or funding wallet and transfer money from the funding wallet or spot wallet into your futures account. After that, go into your Royalq, you open more margin calls. That is all. Open more margin calls for so that it can enable it buy more. Do you get it? I said there is nothing like which one is better. Who is this? Which is better, radical or steady? So it depends on you. I said radical is for aggressive people. When you say someone is a radical trader, that person is very aggressive, a highly risk taker. So I asked, does each trace daily drop daily? I don't understand the drop you are talking about. If it's about the market going against, yes, of course, the market goes against, but I don't give a damn to the market's going against. It's right back. I make my profit. Every trade you set will surely drop before it rise back, right? So that is one thing that you need to know. Okay, so go to YouTube and check it out. You see. No, I don't think this morning session was recorded. So please, this person asking what is liquidation. You didn't join the morning session, and this session is not to explain. It's not for introduction to cryptocurrency. So if you want to know introduction to futures trading, join every Wednesday session. You understand what you mean by liquidation, please. So I think let me see if there is any hand up. Okay, so Sunday, your hand is up. You've been asked to unmute. Ask your question. I'm going to take just three questions, then we bring this session to an end. Okay,
Good evening,
here we are.
Coach.
Good evening.
Thank you very much for this beautiful trainings. Now, my question is this. These signals, some of us, by the time we see the signals, it's already over. And even if we see it on time, to set it up, the validity period is just 3 minutes sometimes, and it will be too late. What can we do? I think will it not be better if one can just generate his own signal? Or is there a way we can wait for the signal and make sure that we do it on time? I just need help on this area. Then secondly, on the Bangwa strategy is well understood and very clear. But one thing is the settings. You said we will not use a margin calls. That means it just I don't know what to call that one. Is it not too risky? Thank you.
All right. Okay, so first, I earlier said that this is good for radical traders and then also conservative traders. And it really makes sense here. So, of course, you choose to open a trade without a margin call. And those who goes by that, they understand the risk involved. And also they understand the profit that comes with it. You get it? So over here, you are capitalizing and then also maximizing your profits. That is the reason why I said you are only using isolated margin. And you could realize that I said even if you have $50, don't use all the $50. You are just using part of the $50, which is $25 to be using to trade, which simply means even when liquidation happens to that money in the journey of compounding it, at least it's only that capital, that is the $25 that will go out of the market, not all your money. Do you get it? So of course, I'm not saying that the Bangwa strategy says do not open margin call. That is not what I'm saying. We've explained all these things, but then I'm just trying to apply this to you that you want to also find another opportunity to build your income, grow your income, compound your income, right? And mind you, we started this training by letting everyone understand that as a trader, you need to stick to a plan. You need to have a plan and work according to your plan based on your working strategy. So that is what made me bring or brought out this discussion so that you'll be able to understand what we mean by having a plan and working according to your plan. All right. Hope it's clear. Okay. All right. So, Ambassador, is it okay? So, please, you've been asked on mute. Ask your question. I guess you'll be the last person that I will take question from. So, oh, you've been asked on mute. Ask your question. Hello, please, you
Hello,
can ask
sir.
your question.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah,
Can you
hello.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me? Can I be heard?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay, sir. You mentioned that if you are trading on spot or if you are trading on futures rather, and you don't have money in your in your other account, in your spot. Maybe you don't have enough money in your spot, and you are trading in future. And the same money you have used in trading, maybe they have. Can you transfer that one to the spot so that the spot, the one you open there, can use to buy more, for the robot to use to buy more coin?
I don't get your question because I've not talked about sports trading here.
No, you said when you don't have enough money that you can go and transfer from either
Listen,
future.
what I'm saying is that, hold on. What I'm saying is that if the person was asking about how to add margin calls or how to add money when it's getting liquidated. So what I'm saying is, if you don't have money in your futures account and you have a reserve money in your spot or funding wallet, just push it from your spot wallet into your futures account or your funding wallet into your futures account, right? That is simple as that. I didn't say nothing more in addition to what you are asking.
Okay, I understand now.
All
Thank
right,
you, sir.
you're welcome. Okay, so guys, I think, let me see if there is any other question in the chat box. You've not answered my question on signals. So, what's your question on signals? What's your question on signals? So, you're asking when you get signals and the time is late. Okay. Now, one thing about crypto ambassadors is we train everything about crypto. We train everything. I don't know the country you are joining from, but you need to ensure that as you keep joining, we drop signals. If you think the signals delay for you, you can also learn how to pick your own signals. It is allowed. You can learn how to pick your own signals, and it is allowed. So just join the technical analysis classes every morning, learn how to pick signals, and trade according to your own rules. Do you get it? And trade according to your own rules. It's simple as that. So if you want to get signals, or if you think the signal that is dropped in the group delays and it's not favoring you, join the technical analysis class and learn how to get your own signals. It's simple as ABC. All right. So that is all. So can I trade both directions at the same time? Yes, of course. It is called hedging. It is called hedging, and you can do that provided you have money to trade. You can do that. Can one go radical or conservative without margin calls? I keep answering this question over and over and over. Hmm? So when you talk of a conservative, that is someone who like taking risk but not excess risk. And when you talk of radical, someone who like taking, I mean, um, serious risk. Okay, so that is aggressive trader. He is called conservative, sorry, radical trader. So that is it. This session is not recorded. We didn't record this session, so don't worry. We didn't record this session. So if you miss it, you miss it all. All right, guys. I think that is all for today. If God permit, tomorrow or Friday, we are going to meet on Friday. Okay, we are going to meet on Friday. So get prepared. Friday we meet, and maybe you discuss more about the trade settings and other calculations involving trade settings. I didn't also trade on the futures market. Trading, then also and use the strategic. Go and practice what you